Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we have got our 12th win on Boom. We've got our 50,395 points. And let's see what rewards we get from this. We've got an Ignition Julia and a prize diesel. That was the rewards for getting the 12 win streak. Oh my god. It's such a waste. I don't know why there isn't just the guaranteed thing. So that was, you get 2 of the following and we got a prize and we got an ignition, which we really wanted the adventure. And yet from the previous one, there was 1 of the following, which we did in fact manage to get an adventure card, which is actually a Pro Asuka, which would have been much better to have on camera, but no. Well, there we are. Let's go ahead and claim our reward. We've got the 10th level, the 10th rank, the 10th tier. What is this? The 10th milestone, I suppose you would call it, for Boom. And we are just about 700,000 away from getting the Pro of LA Knight. So let's go ahead and claim this. It contains 1 of the following, either an adventure or a prize card. It contains 2 of either prize, ignition, or void. Also gives you 100 credits, so let's see what we get. Oh, we did get an adventurer. So there's a Dominant Mysterio, 100 credits, and our adventure card is CM Punk. That's an F1 CM Punk. Let's go ahead and screenshot that. And there is a Ignition Braun Breaker. Oh, that Dominant Mysterio is actually new. We have not had this Void Dominant Mysterio before. So that is very cool. Let's go ahead and fortify our CM Punk, which was already our 2nd strongest card next to the Rock, coming in just a little bit higher than our prize limited edition Roman Reigns. And Cody Rhodes is slowly making his way up there, but this is going to be very awesome. Let's go ahead and F1. There we go, there's our F1 of CM Punk, and we'll train him up. Let's see who we've got to use here. So we don't want to use the Pro Ignitions if we can help it. There we go, 3 Ignition cards. And there's our F1 CM Punk. So he now has, with equipment, 296.6 thousand in power, 307.1 thousand in speed, 328.5 thousand in toughness, and 345.5 thousand in charisma. So that is the kind of high-end scale that you can get from an adventurer card, and our Battle Pass of the Rock comes in just a little bit higher than that, with 316,000 toughness, 357,000.6 in speed, 393.1 thousand in power, and 423.6 thousand in charisma, which is absolutely crazy. Not only that, but we have our Wild Wednesday to do today as well. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. We get our 250 super coins, the Pro Forging Crystal, the regular Forging Crystals, the Gold Fusion Token, and in this pack, I believe we've got a Transit Adventure. We'll take a look at it in a second to see what the rates are. We've got an Ignition Tank Ledger, an Ignition Bailey, and there he is. There's El Grande Americano. That's the one you've all been shouting about, comment section. El Grande Americano and Axiom. There, we finally pulled one. And you can see that that is a new card, so that is the first time that we've got him. My goodness. And let's see here, it does contain 3 of the following based on your rarity. So it is actually possible to pull 3 adventurers, not that we were able to do that. Also, I don't think I've got this Asuka. I don't think I've seen Asuka with a fan before. That's very interesting. And let's see here, our daily quest. The last thing I've got to do is just play 3 games in a solo event, team event, or Money in the Bank. So I don't believe there's any events on, so I think that's actually just play 3 games of Money in the Bank, which I might do just to get the rewards here. It would give me a rare draft pick, 2 Super Showdown tokens, and 4 Survivor Series tokens. And we have now finished the Battle Pass quest, is what I was trying to say there. Let's go ahead and grab our 2 Pro Crystals, and that also gives us our F1 of the Eon Tiffany Stratton. Now, unfortunately, Tiffany Stratton is not going to be quite as useful any longer, but we're still going to combine her all the same anyway. Let's go ahead and fortify our Eon into an F1. There we go. Right, we can even train her up as well, because I reckon we've got some things here. 1 Eon Seth Rollins is enough. And there we go. And you can see that the old Eon stats are 110.4 thousand in power, 115.7 thousand, no, sorry, 110.4 thousand toughness, 115.7 thousand power, 134.8 thousand in charisma, and 139,000 in speed. And unfortunately, nowhere near the requirements that we have currently with our Eon tier, our Adventurer tiers is what I'm trying to say. I am very, very tired. It is 7:24 AM. I have been awake all night, and I am staying awake until 8 AM to watch the last 2 episodes of Season 2 of Hazbin Hotel. Because I am a really, really big fan of Hazbin Hotel, and I do not want anything spoiled for me, so that is why my eyes feel like they are burning. I am exhausted, and I've lost the ability to think or speak, and I'm still playing W Supercard in regards of all that, to try and stay awake to watch my favourite little cartoon show about a bunch of creatures trying to overthrow heaven. Because that's what we do in this world. Yes. Right, well, with that said, I am going to get going now, folks, and I really hope you've all enjoyed this little video. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.